What's up, guys? My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak, and thank you for joining me today for episode number 16 of our Surviving Mars series. In the last episode, episode 15, we built ourselves some more wonders. We're getting more breakthroughs, we're getting more concrete, and we're getting more metals, rare and regular. And, just like that, we will eventually, we basically have unlimited resources. It's just a matter of time. So, let's just jump into this episode and see exactly what kind of trouble we can get into. Alright, guys. So, looks like the first thing we need to do is actually select some sectors to scan, because we've still got a few that are not yet deep scanned. Alright. Okay, so let's take a look at where we are on resources, because it's been about a week since I've actually filmed anything. For those of you that don't know, I work as a paramedic, which means that I work for 4 days straight, 12 hours a day. And let's just face it, I don't have any time to record during those times, so I actually record in batches. I record about a week's worth of episodes all in one day. So the last episode that I filmed was about a week ago, and that was episode number 15. So I'm not 100% sure where we were. So let's take a look at where we are on resources. Looks like metals, we are producing a good amount. We are consuming a lot as well in our factories and whatnot, but overall, we're still making way more than we're consuming. Concrete, we are also making way more than we're consuming. Food, we're golden in food. We're going to be full on food here in not all that long. Rare metals, we are making about 4 times as many as we're using, which is awesome. Looks like we are still exporting metals as well. Polymers. Interestingly, we are not doing all that good on polymers. We're only producing 1 more than we're consuming, and our maintenance is almost 3, so we're actually not making enough polymers. I'm going to have to do something about that, whether it be some sort of upgrade to our factories, which I'll have to check and see if we have any, or I may just have to build another factory or 2. Polymers, they're one of the easiest to get started with, but they are usually one of the slower ones as far as factory production goes. Machine parts, yeah, we're doing just fine on machine parts. Fuel, we actually probably need to make some more fuel. In fact, that could possibly be one of the reasons that we're not producing as much in our polymer factories. Let's take a look. It looks like they do have fuel in them. Okay. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna need some more fuel refineries. Yeah, more fuel refineries, and as far as electronics go, we're looking pretty good. Okay, so polymers and fuel are the things that we need to get working on. And it looks like we do have a ton of, a ton of waste rock, which is awesome. I want to see where the majority of it is stored. Let's see. No. 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 Come on. Okay, there's a good amount there. Okay. Good to know. Decent amounts.
Are you a futurist or a fortune teller? Well, I tell you what,
Bit there.
I am something altogether unknown and full of
Okay. So it's kind of scattered all around the map. So the reason that's important is that we'll actually be burning waste rock here in the future in order to make or to do some terraforming stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so first thing I want to do, I'm going to up our fuel production. First thing I do want to do, I want to look over here. It looks like we are producing way more water than we are using. However, we've used half of this water here already, which means we're about to have to go tap into some of these other waters. The nice thing is the only thing we're actually gonna have to build is gonna be pipes, because we can actually turn all of these water extractors just back into prefabs. I do lose the amplification upgrades, not a huge deal. So yes, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. I think we're going to just do our fuel stuff over here. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Fuel refinery. We're just going to build up a whole bunch of them because, well, we need fuel. So fuel is used to make the polymers in addition to being used for rockets. We're also going to need boatloads of it when it comes to terraforming. For some reason, our grocer just isn't getting its food, and I don't know why. We have tons of it. One thing I might do, looks like we are not currently making any prefabs. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got this set so that it'll make them as soon as I have below like 25 or something. So we're gonna go ahead and unpack some here. Let's see. Yeah, you might need some. You're covering these guys. Want that one? All right. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do factory AI and amplification on all of these. Absolutely. And then we're gonna see how our water's doing. It looks like we're still producing enough, which is awesome. Yep, we're still not quite at our production limit. And, ooh, the enemy of my enemy. Your attention is required. Our aggressive rival has already begun feeling the pain our combined efforts to cripple their supplies from Earth are inflicting. Russia's capacity has greatly shrunk, and they have halted all offensive operations for the time being. The second phase of the plan involves the artificial diverting of meteors towards their general location. One space mining company from Earth is well equipped to do so for the right price. Costs $1 billion. I've got 19 billion. I think I can afford it. Further damage to the colony of Russia. Or no, this is enough. Put a stop to the madness. I think we're gonna go for it. Because Russia, you know? Okay, so we're gonna let the fuel stuff recalculate. Because currently we're just showing the same consumption and whatnot. And then we're gonna find a spot for a polymer factory. I could do it there, but I don't think that would be a great spot. But over here might be a decent spot. The only problem is it's only right here near well, I guess through the passageways. It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we'll go there. All right, what buildings aren't working? The grocer, which just seems to be having problems getting food. The diner, again, problems getting food. The Martian University just needs to be repaired. Okay. Okay. One thing I should do is go through and do a little bit more shuttle construction. Now, each of these takes a lot of electronics, so I can't go too hog wild on it, but we're gonna do some. Okay, and this will get the factory AI as well as amplification. And as soon as the power cable gets built, it should have its power. What drone hubs cover this area? It looks like maybe this one. This one does. Let's give him some more drones. A couple of them. This guy needs some more for sure. And we're out of drone prefabs. Looks like already queued up. Perfect. So it's going to keep 25 drone prefabs available at all times, which is exactly what I want. Okay, now we just need to connect this guy up with some piping. Oh, really? It can't do that. Okay. Well, never mind. We're gonna prefab this, and we're gonna move it elsewhere. Maybe over here would be a good spot. Yeah, we can do that. Unfortunately, it means I lose that amplification upgrade, but that's okay. We can make it work. I think I'm gonna go here. That should be close enough that it gets hooked up to power and everything. And so we shouldn't need to run power cables. Yeah, perfect. Open up these workshops. Perfect. And then it is going to be needing fuel, so we're gonna put a little, not a universal, we'll just put a fuel depot right next to it and say that you want fuel. And they'll bring fuel on over. We're also going to say that this one wants fuel for these guys. That should keep the drones from having to go too far. Alright, looks like we did another research. Current research per soul is at 16,000. That's awesome. Looks like mostly from our research building. We do get some from our genius coloners, a little bit from explorers. We do get 20% for our Omega telescopes. Okay, let's see. We do have a new breakthrough. Instant and free power cable construction. That is awesome right there. That is absolutely something we're going to be researching. And we're going to be doing it right now. Okay. After that, it looks like we've got a couple queued up there. We're also going to go for that one. Yeah. And you know what? We're going to outsource because why not? I've got the money, you know. May as well. Looks like we are in need of about 4 scientists. I don't know. Seems like we need more than that to me. It's recalculating. Okay. Now, we don't have the electronics store running because, well, it was using up a lot of electronics. And we don't have any of the workshops running because at least the VR and TV studio were also requiring a lot of money, or a lot of electronics, but we may open those up back again. Phase 2 has crippled their industry and most of their life support. Our joint efforts have effectively brought Russia's colony to its knees, and we doubt they will be able to muster up any malicious activity within the foreseeable future. This being said, our allies are determined to see the plan through. The third phase awaits financial commitment. It involves knocking out their remaining power producers. This will put an end to Russia's ambitions on Mars and will probably take many lives. So we could spend 500 million and finish them off. There is a morale penalty to all colonists, though. I cannot take part in it. I lose 35 standing with the other colonies, but I do destroy Russia's colony. Or I could spend $1 billion and say we've gone too far. We must stop this. We will pay to hinder offensive efforts. We save Russia's colony. And we lose standing with other colonies. Morale boost to all colonists. Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't really care too much about my standing with the other colonies. Especially because I think I'm going to probably start stealing stuff from them at some point. So I think we're going to spend the $1 billion. And we're going to get the morale boost. Because, hey, morale boost. Let's take a look and see what we got going on in the underground. Not much. That's right. We are currently stalled until I build the elevator, which is going to be coming soon here. All right. And okay. What buildings aren't working? I want... Okay. We're going to put a food depot right here. And get of me all the foods. Okay, sector scanned. All right, let's see. We're still going on our research. 21,000 research per soul right now. That is crazy. Okay, looks like we've still got 2 souls left until I get another unlock from the Omega telescope. Okay, let's see. How's our polymer production going? Looks like it hasn't increased, like, at all. Which is weird. This should be producing another 11 polymers per soul. Ah, there we go. Now we're saying 43. It was because it was nighttime and... yeah. Okay. We may want to do one more polymer factory at some point. But, yeah, actually, yeah, we may want to. Not sure where I'm going to put it. We shall see. So, guys, let's talk about goals for the upcoming little bit while I let this run for a few minutes. So, upcoming goals. I'm going to build the elevator, and we're going to start going down into the underground. Underground, I want to, number one, I want to explore the entire underground and get the entire thing stabilized so that cave-ins don't happen. The second thing I want to do is I want to put a big dome here so that I can exploit some of these resources, which isn't too big of a deal, but I want this morale boost. So we're gonna put a dome down here, just because we can. You know, why not? What else are we gonna do? I would like to start. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and set up right now. Let's see, is it under here? No. I'm looking for the Recon Center. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and set up our Recon Center so that we can start finding some more space rocks. And start going to some... Actually, I don't think in this actual playthrough we've gone to any of the asteroids. I did go to a few, but then all of that footage got corrupted. So yeah, I don't believe we've been to any since I had to restart. Or, yeah, backtrack a little. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens there. This guy needs some more drones. Okay. Yeah. All right, everybody else looks pretty good. Breakthrough discovered. Eternal fusion. Fusion reactor upgrade. No longer require workers and operate at 150 performance. So currently we're getting 180 performance, but it is taking a lot of workers to do that. Yeah, we could use these workers elsewhere then by getting this upgrade. That is interesting, because while I do have only 28 people, 30 people that don't have jobs. So yeah, I think we will definitely be researching that. In fact, I think we're going to do it right now. All right. So, after we go into the underground and we also hit up the asteroids, which we'll start doing, we're also going to be wanting... what else are we going to want to do? I definitely would like to maybe build out more of a train network, although I don't know that it's going to be necessary. We'll see. I might build out to some of these other metals areas, but I don't really have to. These things need a better large dumping site. I don't really have to because we can run our metals extractors with no people now. Which means that I can start extracting just as fast. Or, well, it's technically half as fast, but with no people. So I don't really need them. Okay, let's see. We were using Stirling generators, it looks like. We'll go ahead and build one up here. The other thing, we do have a concrete plant now, which it looks like produces or consumes fuel. Produces concrete and does not require a deposit. Interesting. I don't know where we got this from. Maybe a breakthrough? Or is this the waste rock? This is the waste rock liquefaction, if I remember correctly. Nope, that's the waste rock processor. I don't know where the concrete plant came from. Interesting. Shouldn't really be necessary. We've got the... we've got our Wonder, the excavator, making our concrete. So I don't know where this concrete plant came from, but that's quite all right. Okay, we're gonna do that and open it up because this guy's going to get the amplification. Okay. That should increase our metals production a little bit more. And it looks like our diner over here is having trouble getting food too. Why? The grocer, the diner. I do wish that they would store more food. I've got a food depot right here. Like, they should absolutely not be having a problem here. So now that we've got the Recon Center going, we should start finding some asteroids and whatnot. We are going to go ahead and we're going to turn that off. We're going to keep this guy here. Actually, do I have any planetary anomalies? I could go get some resources with some officers. I mean... good. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? We can get 5% water. We could get some solar. We could get some research. We could get some money. We could do a meteor shower. I don't really need to do any of those. 4 buildings not working. Why? The fusion reactor has malfunctioned. These guys just don't have enough power because the fusion reactor has malfunctioned. That's fine. It's gonna get itself fixed up. And we've got an M-type asteroid, predominantly made of metals and rare metals, but are known to have polymers and waters. I don't think we're gonna go there. It's just metals and rare metals. I don't think that's gonna be necessary. At least not right now. Okay. I think we may see, how are we doing here? So we've already expanded our mohole mine once. I think we're going to do the excavator. Although, let's face it, we've got a boatload of stuff. Do we have any more wonders we can build? Doesn't look like it. Not yet. I'm going to be getting some here in the soon to near future, hopefully. All right, let's see though. Where are all of our waste rocks going? Looks like right there. And I do have a carbonate processor running. Yeah, it seems to be running, producing some atmosphere. Okay. 0.4 per soul. Okay. Using some waste rock. Yeah, we could probably go ahead and build another one. Doesn't quite fit there. We could put it... I mean, we could just put it over here. Should still be in range of this guy? Absolutely. Okay, looks like we're almost done scanning the map. Which, if I remember correctly... scanning the entire map will give us a... If I remember correctly, scanning the entire map will give us the thing. Oh, no, actually, we have already scanned the whole section, all the sectors. We just didn't deep scan all the sectors. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to let that carbonate processor build up as well. Some other things we are probably going to want to be doing. We should probably look at maybe doing a lake. We could do a lake over here, actually. This thing's just got a bunch of water. I definitely want this to be a top priority in getting the water. But we could absolutely hook up a huge lake. I don't know that we're going to be able to fit a huge lake. Well, we might if I flatten this. So let's try that first. Let's do a little bit of flattening. Okay. We should be in range of plenty of drones there. Who has a heavy drone load? This guy does. All right, let's get you some more drones. Looks like all your drones are over here where a bunch of food just got processed. I wonder if I can get a ramp going over that. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, not quite. Now, if I moved this guy, which I'm totally going to do, I could totally put a ramp here. That would probably help a lot. Oh, actually, I don't think it's going to work there either. Unfortunately, I'd have to move this guy, which I could do. Okay, let's not move that one. Yeah, but I could put it there if I move that. Okay. Ooh, we have another one. A P-type asteroid contain an abundance of rare metals and water. While these don't contain any exotic minerals, they usually have some usable polymers and metals. Okay. I think we're gonna hold off. I'm looking for ones with exotic minerals because we need those to be able to go into the underground. Neither of the ones that we have currently are rich in exotic minerals. Okay, these guys are all missing fuel. It's because all of the drones are currently moving stuff. So we're actually going to move this guy, this outside ranch. And we're going to move him over here, I think. And we'll go ahead and pull up our salvage. Some of this stuff. There we go. Now I should be able to put a ramp here. Perfect. And then we can do the outside ranch over here. Then it'll need pipes. And power. And it's gonna do cows again. Good. All right, good. Okay, let's see what's not working. The grocer still doesn't have any food. One of the problems with the late game is that keeping up with the drones becomes difficult. Very, very difficult. To the point where, like, I mean, we could just take this grocer as an example. We're going through food so fast at this grocer that the drones can't keep up, even though I have tons of drones assigned to this area, and I have this grocer on high priority. Yeah, and then this outside ranch is also not working, because it was full. Now that it is emptied out, it's starting to work again. Okay. What else isn't working? The Martian University just needs to be fixed. Hawking Institute needs to be fixed. Okay. Not a problem then. So I think it might be time to do the next Mohole Mine upgrade. Let's do it. 400 machine parts. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a real lot. But we've got the machine parts for it. Let's take a look here. Looks like we're about to research our next wonder. I'm also going to queue up Project Morpheus and the Geoscape Dome, which are both also wonders. Okay, and then we'll just start in on some of the terraforming stuff. We're going to outsource because I got no other use for the money. And as soon as we finish researching all of this stuff, we will have all the money we ever needed because the research just turns into money at that point. Hawking Institute just needs to be repaired. Okay. Eventually it will get repaired. Looks like they have finished that. Let's see how big of a lake I can put here. Can I fit a huge lake? I totally can. That's awesome. We're totally going to do it. We're going to put a huge lake here. Just need to hook it up to some piping. We can do it right from here. Okay. Good. All right, let's go ahead and take a planetary view here. Let's see what we got. So that's one of our guys. Okay, I could, you know what, just to get it off my screen, we're gonna go ahead and send that off. Okay, what's not working? The small grocer over here is not working. See what I mean? Like, I have a lot of drones in this area. You know, we'll give them some more, but we really should be able to keep up, and we're just not keeping up. All right. There we go. Our lake is starting to fill in. In total, we're at 4% water. I don't know what amount of water it will consume. Looks like our current demand is just 10 water. Not bad. I definitely want the lake to be the lowest of priorities. Okay. Interesting. I can prefab a lake. I don't know how that works. Okay, that's some technology right there. Being able to turn a lake into a prefab. Interesting. And it looks like our resources are gathered. We'll go ahead and bring them back. This Hawking Institute, my goodness, it really is being annoying, isn't it? I don't know if it's the same one that keeps breaking, or if it's different ones. Looks like we finished up another research. All right. Super habitable planet. Our scientists believe that we have discovered a new super habitable planet. These planets are supposed to offer even more ideal conditions for life than Earth itself. Only a small number of these planets have been discovered so far, making this a monumental discovery. We could publish the findings and report immediately, gaining 5 billion monies from Earth. Or we could wait until we are sure. We're gonna wait until we're sure. Because who knows? Let's double check our findings, people. Always double check your findings. You never know until you double check. Looks like we still got 4 souls. Okay, 20% water there already, which is just great. So it's only requiring 10 water. Interesting. So with 4 moisture vaporators, I could theoretically put lakes down. Huge lakes, specifically. I think one of the things I'm going to do here now is we're going to flatten a big old chunk over here. Yeah. And to do so, we're going to give this guy some more drones, because that's going to be a lot of work. He's going to need a lot of drones. Looks like 300 or so waste rock to be cleared. Okay. How are our factories over here set up? Looks like they're doing fine. Good. RC Explorer is in need of some repairs. Let's send over them. How are we coming? Looks like we've got about half the machine parts we need set up right there. Something I should probably do, because we are going to be wanting to expand it at least one more time. So I'm going to actually put a machine parts depot right over here. And I'm going to say it wants 180 machine parts. So that way the shuttles start just bringing them on over from the other side. All right, what's not working? The grocer needs more stuff. See, and this guy has low drone workload, so you know the drone's got the time. Yep, okay. And actually, we should be close to getting our next breakthrough. 3 more souls. How's this coming? We are halfway through filling this guy up. That's awesome. Now, what I'm not sure of, I don't know if once it's already filled, does it still take water? Or does it still require me to produce water? I'm not sure. Okay, super habitable planet, false positive. After close investigation, we have come to the conclusion that our initial observations were a false positive. A quirk in our software twisted the readings into something else than we hoped. On the other hand, we did manage to optimize our observation software, which will benefit us in the future. Gain a boost in discovery progress. Okay, awesome. And evidence against dark matter. In our most recent observations, we've found evidence against the existence of dark matter, and in support of a different model of gravity. Our current model for gravity doesn't fully explain the speed at which we see galaxies rotate, indicating there is a lot of mass missing, which is where dark matter comes in. Yet, different models of gravity solve this differently, and recent observations confirm one of these may be a better model for physics. Our community of scientists is in disarray, unsure which model of gravity to keep using. What do we do, Commander? We could keep using the existing model. We get research boost for physics tech. Well, considering I've already researched all the physics tech, I don't think that's going to be very helpful. We could use the new model, gaining 5,000 science. Decent. Or we could let them figure it out amongst themselves, which increases the morale of scientists. I think we're going to increase the morale of scientists. Competition erupts within the scientific community. Advocates from either side rush to find more evidence to prove their side of the argument. Improve colonist morale for 10 souls. Awesome. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and set up our elevator. Boom. Now, one of the things we're going to have to do... No, we don't have to, I guess. So you can actually hook up pipes to the elevator to run water and whatnot up and down the elevator. I think... Is that... Nope. Okay. Yep. And so we will finish up with our Martian copyrights, which is just $2 billion in funding, and it gets repeated. And with our current level of research, we can complete it in less than 1 soul, which is crazy. Now, all right, nice big flat area over here. We're gonna put some more lakes over here, I think. Oh, new one, S-type asteroid are the second most common type, mostly comprised of exotic minerals and some metals. They never contain water, though. That's fine. I'm okay with them not having water. I'm not gonna send colonists up there this time around, so we're gonna do a detailed scan, and we are gonna go there. It's not this one, it's this one. Looks like there are 3 deposits of exotic minerals. There are a lot of exotic minerals up there. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so what I want to do, and we're going to do this over at our main base because this is where most of our stuff is. In fact, I'm going to do it right up here. We're going to build out a few things that will then get brought up there. So we're going to build an atomic accumulator. We're going to build some solar panels. I don't know, this is, yeah, I don't know how many we're going to need, but we're going to build that many. Okay. I don't think we're going to need anything off of this sheet here. Yeah, we're not going to need anything from there, or there, or there. No, no. Interesting. I forgot we had the cloning vats. May have to... may just have to put that in one of our domes. There's definitely a few more things we can build out. Okay. We do have some more wonders as well. Okay, perfect. So, yes, this is what I want. And I want them all built. Primarily the atomic accumulator. I'm also going to build out a handful of regular accumulators. And some Stirling generators. Okay. Now, all of these can get refabbed. One thing I do wish you were able to select buildings, like a drag and select kind of thing. You can do it for drones, but you can't do it for buildings, unfortunately. Okay. And power accumulators. I'm not sure that I can actually bring the atomic accumulator, which is why I'm making the power accumulators as well. We're going to find out when I go to fill up the rocket. So now we just need to do the Stirling generators. Okay. A few more to go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Here is our Asteroid Lander. Let's go ahead and edit the payload. Prefabbed buildings. Okay. So, I absolutely want to bring my 3 auto extractors. I want to bring... looks like I can bring my atomic accumulator. It weighs 5,000 kilos, which is not... it's 2.5 power accumulators. It's totally worth it. We're definitely we're gonna fill up with solar panels after I add in... so we're gonna hit request for one, and then I'm gonna go back here. Okay, it looks like Okay. So we may or may not. Also, we're going to, add the extended cargo module. Perfect. Means it is going to require 20 more fuel, which puts us to 35. So I want to make sure I add in 35 fuel. Good. Metals will bring a few. Concrete, just a few. Polymers, I don't need to bring. I don't think we need to bring any because there are going to be. I'll bring 5. Because there are going to be some there. I'm going to bring 10 machine parts. I'm going to bring a couple electronics. Let's see. I'd love to bring an RC vehicle. The problem is... space. There's not a ton of space. We're going to do 5 machine parts. 4 drones should be enough. I'd love to bring my RC Explorer. We're going to hit request. I want this guy to get his extended cargo module built, though, so that I can get going. As soon as his extended cargo module is built... Ooh, and drones cost 50% less basic resources. Interesting. Okay. That's actually decent. We'll go ahead and go with it. And outsource. Might as well. Okay, looks like extended cargo module is done. Okay, so next up we're just going to add some solar panels. And it looks like that is not even all of the stuff. So we're going to bring some more metals. Some more machine parts. Some more electronics. Another few drones. Not bringing any colonists. I may think about a commander. Yeah, I've got the room. Okay, perfect. And it gives me enough fuel to get back. Okay, waiting to refuel. And then we'll be ready to go. Looks like we're refueled. All right, let's go. Let's visit this asteroid. Okay. Oh, and Earth Trojan. We have discovered a previously unknown Earth Trojan. These asteroids have a solar orbit similar to Earth's and are surprisingly energy efficient to reach. These make them prime candidates for resource mining. We have sent the details of the discovery back to Earth. As a thank you, they have offered us a reward. I can get a supply pod, which really does nothing for me, or 2 billion, which really doesn't do much for me, but it's better than a supply pod. Supply pods only cost 100 million. Okay. Perfect. Let's go here. All right. So it looks like we have our 3 deposits. There's one over here, which is only 47, and it's a low grade. Here's 51 in average. Here's 165 in high. So we're going to be landing over here. Absolutely. There's also a good amount of polymers in this area. So yeah, so we're going to land right here. Perfect. And then it looks like we do have 1 anomaly. And that will be about it. There are some surface guys. But yeah, okay. Boom. Okay, landed. We've made it. It is important to keep an eye on the time. Yes. Okay. That basically just says that once the time is up, you lose all the stuff that's on the asteroid if it hasn't taken off yet. And that is absolutely true. So, we do have our RC commander here. We're going to go ahead and... I think we're going to end up assigning one guy to him. It looks like I'll go ahead and just go scan that anomaly. We're going to assign this drone to Hugh. Okay. Okay. Next up, we need to set up our micro extractors. This guy. Now, one thing we might do is actually set up 2 on this deposit because of how rich the deposit is. In fact, I'm totally gonna. And then 1 on this deposit over here. Perfect. Then we're gonna set up a single atomic accumulator. We are going to set up our solar panels. They can just go over here. We're just gonna set up as many as I can over here. Okay, I think that is all of them. And go! And then we're gonna have to do power cables there. And a power cable from here to here. Okay, I definitely want to do exotic minerals only. This guy, I think, is going to get our amplification upgrade because there's just so many minerals in this one and it's high grade. This one's also going to get it. This one I don't think is going to. Anomaly analyzed! You think the Explorer had found buried treasure the way our scientists were reacting. It was a sulfur-rich regolith. The Explorer vehicle gathered various soil samples from far and wide around the anomaly site and fed us the data. For hours, the telemetry was filled with buzzing chatter as the scientists at Mission Control discussed the implications of the element and have made plans about the future. The time of the expedition was limited, and we urged them to make a final decision. Concentrate efforts on gathering as many samples as possible, get 1,000 research, or focus on geochemical analysis. And I'm gonna go for the science. Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it there. I hope you guys liked it. A little bit of an extra long video today. Mostly because I lost track of time, but that's all right. My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak. And thank you for joining me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you're liking the content. And, well, I'll catch you in the next one. Offensive Yak out.